Hi Five fans, welcome back to another video with the African fighters. Anthony AJ Joshua makes a return to the O2 Arena this Saturday, the 1st of April, to take on the American Jermaine Franklin. Anthony Joshua has been out of action since he lost back-to-back against Usyk, and also pairing that with his loss against Ruiz takes his record to 24 and 3 losses. Right now, as you all know, a lot has been said about Anthony Joshua leading up to this fight after his loss against Ruiz and then his loss twice to Usyk. A lot of people have criticized his boxing abilities, his boxing prowess. Some say he doesn't have a strong enough chin. Some said he's no longer just a top heavyweight. And that's a lot to take for someone who has been a multiple-time champion, holding multiple belts at the same time. And so it's understandable that, Anthony Joshua and his team have gone out and chosen an opponent that they feel very comfortable him beating. So this is no shade to Jermaine Franklin in any way, shape or form, but he was in the ring with a Dillian Whyte who was not at his best and couldn't get the job done. So Joshua coming in with a lot of things to prove just seems a little bit too daunting a task for Jermaine Franklin, in my opinion. But you never know, it's boxing. I think Anthony Joshua has just heaped a lot more pressure on himself, as he has done in the previous fights, which I think is not a very good idea. Coming out and saying that he's going to retire if he doesn't win this fight. I think that's not necessary if you ask me. The pressure doesn't seem to help him in any way, shape or form, so I don't think that's something he should have said. But anyways, coming into this fight, there's a lot hanging on it for Anthony Joshua because he doesn't just have to win, he has to win and dominate the fight. He has to win in a very, very resounding fashion. I think he needs a knockout. I think he needs a knockout before round 6. People want him to just wipe the floor with this guy and get people talking about him seriously because, after his losses to Usyk and Ruiz, fighters like Fury have come out to make mockery of him in essence.
AJ can't box. He's a big old wood on top like this here. Fights on the horizon, training like a lunatic, running up mountains and become a human racehorse.
Anthony Joshua needs a statement victory to put himself back in the serious conversation of heavyweight boxers. The same way Deontay Wilder came out and absolutely destroyed his opponent after the Fury loss. I think Anthony Joshua is going to need something similar to that. Also, the Anthony Joshua we all remember and love, when he was at his best, was fighting back to back. It was very, very active. It was a very active Anthony Joshua. The last time we saw him fight twice in a year was in 2019. And since then, it was one fight in 2020, one fight in 2021, and one fight in 2022. Now, personally, I think that does not help his rhythm in any way. I also think getting good reps, good important fights for him. So I think this year he needs to fight at least twice. If more than twice is possible, then so be it. But I think personally, he needs to fight at least twice, to just get his rhythm and, his confidence back. Obviously, his team have come together and put a matchup that is interesting enough because Jermaine Franklin is no slug. His only defeat came against Dillian Whyte. And he also has high hopes for his career, but I think they feel very comfortable with Joshua beating this guy, and that's why they've put him there. They were never going to accept a big fight against Fury to end his career or anything like that after the loss. So that's clear to see. So let us know in the comment section what you think about Anthony Joshua going into this one. Do you think he's mentally stable enough? Do you think he has put too much pressure on himself? Do you think he's going to come out? A lot of people think he's going to come out victorious. If you think otherwise, then let us know in the comment section. Also, if you're trying to predict which round there will be a knockout in, that would be amazing. I personally think it's going to be a round 6 knockout for Anthony Joshua. I don't see the fight going past round 6 if Anthony Joshua is at his best. And yeah, so just let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We remain the African fighters.